Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Welcome in this semi-new location that I'm sitting in right now. It is just so sunny outside, and where I normally film and sit is our living room, which has a very large window, and there's just too much of the bright sky and sun that I have to look into that basically, and I can't. So I moved upstairs. This is our closet, if you will. It's been in some of my videos, some of my declutter videos I filmed here. I've put myself in here. Behind me you can see this is our, well, it's a part of our Tomorrowland museum, if you will. There's some trinkets and the little treasure cases that you get when you attend the festival, and the wristbands. There's also still a whole box upstairs with trinkets from Tomorrowland. But anyway, that's beside the point. We are here today for my years of usage recap for the month of March. Years of usage was created by Sarah Catherine. She's linked down below, so do go check her out. This is the first year that I am participating, and basically you try to use your eyeshadows or a selected few of your eyeshadows as many times as it is the year. So for 2025 you try to use your eyeshadows 25 times. I've not been selecting any shadows to use 25 times. I've just made a spreadsheet with all of my shadows in my whole collection, and I've just been tallying the uses of every shadow every day that I use a shadow, and I've been putting it in that spreadsheet. So let's go and check out my numbers for this month. I did change up something because Sarah actually pointed me to this, and she said that if you hit a pan, then you can cross off that shadow off your list basically. So you don't have to use it the 25 times anymore, or the amount of times that you still had to use it before you hit pan. I did not implement that yet up until this month, so my numbers have gone down quite a bit, even though my uses haven't gone up as much. But that's because every shadow that I've hit pan on this year so far, I have taken out the uses that I still needed to hit on that shadow and put them at 0 because I've already hit pan. So there's that. But let's just go check out my numbers. I will put all of my numbers on the screen for you. I have them on my phone here, just a little side by side. So this month in total I used 200. No, I didn't use 200 eyeshadows. I used my shadows 200 times, which is exactly the same as last month, which is funny. Last month was a shorter month, so I thought it's okay to have less uses, but this month it's the same. I don't know if maybe there were less days that I used shadows, or maybe there were quite a few days where I just used less shadows in one look. But it's fine. I just record these numbers because it's fun to look at, not because I have a certain goal. But there's that. So 200 uses this month for my shadows. And then so the total uses that we have done over 3 months is 615. And then I also have Excel see how many uses I still need, just for funds. Like I'm not going to complete that goal. Last month we needed 10,060 uses still on all of my eyeshadows, and this month, mind you, I've put the shadows that I've hit pan on 0, so those numbers are getting subtracted. This month we still need 9,589 uses, so we did go down quite a bit, which is good. And that is a combination of I used 200, I did 200 uses, and I subtracted the needed uses for all the shadows that I've hit pan on. Which, speaking of hitting pan, I have categorized all my shadows by brand, and I've made this sort of goal of I want a certain pan percentage per brand. We did not hit any new goals in that category, but I did hit quite a few pans this month. So I'm also sharing my total amount of pans and then my percentage, just because I thought it was fun. So last month we were at a total of 406 shadows, and in 2025 I hit 12 pans. So with all of my pans combined, like the total amount of pans, I had 33.3% with pan. This month we still have 406 eyeshadows, so no new shadows came into my collection. I now have 17 with pan, so that is actually 5 new pans, which is pretty good. So we're at a total of 34.5% pan percentage. So I'm very happy about that. Again, I don't really have a set goal, like I want to hit 40 or 45 or 50% pan percentage, but I just like to record all these numbers. It's just, I like to look at them and it's fun to keep track of my uses and like the statistics of my shadows, if you will. So again, for the like little brand portion of the pan percentage, I haven't hit any new goals. I mainly hit pan in Colourpop shadows through my pan palette. If you haven't seen that video yet, I will link it for you guys. We did pretty good there. I also hit some Beauty Bay pans, but like not enough to complete my goal on my Beauty Bay pan percentage. Again, I will update you on that once I've hit a goal. I also actually finished a shadow, so that's good. There's some shadows that I'm close on hitting my 25 uses, but that's mainly my pan palette shadows, so I'm not gonna really go into detail on those yet. And then all my other shadows, I'm also still doing no pan left behind, so most are getting 1 use, and I will just see what shadows I really want to hit my goal on. I'm also working on a cream colored matte shade in Project Pan at this moment. So I've definitely surpassed my goal of my uses on that. I think I'm at like 40-50 uses on that already, so that's helping. But I want to finish that up, and then I will move on to another shadow that's similar. So yeah, I think those are the shadows that I really can hit my goal on, like the easy lid setting shades, the crease shades, inner corner highlight shades. I think there's also one that I use as blush that I hit my goal on. So there's that. I don't think I can hit my goal on all my shadows. That would be physically impossible, but I just like to see the numbers and the changes and have an idea a little bit more of what I'm actually using a whole lot and what I don't. So I've been loving this, and I'm hoping that this is also kind of fun to listen to you guys too, because I don't have a lot to show you except for my numbers. But like eyeshadow wise, I don't have a lot to show you, but I do hope that you still enjoy it anyway. So that will be all. I will let you guys go. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will hopefully see you in one of my next videos. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.